It's time for a brand new manga reading log video for the month of October of this year for today. What's up, you guys? What's going on here for today? This is Rurouni K95 here. Once again, it is time for a manga reading log once again for this video. Yes, this is going to be my brand new manga reading log video for the day. Because even though I haven't done any manga reading log videos in a while though, because I have been busy with a lot of other stuff as well. So before we begin of the manga that I just read, especially that I picked from my manga collection, and this is something I wanted to do as well, because we're long overdue for a new video, because I haven't thought of it like this before, because I just wanted to come by on how I wanted to do some manga reading log videos, because I have a good proper way though in this as well. And as you guys all know, if you guys been watching the channel, I've been literally getting into the metal albums on CD and vinyl, from like new wave of British heavy metal, thrash metal, crossover thrash, death metal, speed metal, Norwegian black metal, extreme Swedish black metal, death metal, and also there's also Viking metal as well, and everything from these black metal bands, from Burzum, Mayhem, Dark Throne, Immortal, Emperor, a lot of good stuff. Black metal bands I'm also into though, but we'll tell you about it once we finish the video, because once we'll get into that as well. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing these as well, because this is basically like my manga I just picked from my manga collection, because just to cater in though, for if you ever wanted to do a manga reading log video, like, okay, say this for example though, because I just wanted to do a video like this because we're long overdue for a brand new video, because why not? Because I have a good thing of how you wanted to do a brand new video, right? As well, because I have been picking something from my manga collection just to start a new video, because we were long overdue for a video like this, and I have a good proper feeling though is that I have been wanting to do it as well, because, you know, let's say once you say for example though is that we're gonna do a new video, that's why, because it's just your own little catering in for this as well. Sorry, so excuse me. So basically of how I wanted to do this. So without any further ado, which is right here right now, let's dive into the manga what we have. Because I got 4 manga books, 4 manga titles total. So let's begin. The first manga I just read right here, and this is the first time I wanted to read this one, because I have a good proper way of how I've been doing this as well, and that is Silver Diamond Volume 7. You know, once you wanted to know if you've ever been very familiar with this manga series, Silver Diamond is done by manga artist Shiho Sugiura. Yeah, because this is all new for me as well, because how this got to this as well, of how this had led for Rakan and company, when those strange houses have no walls, stone creatures, black beasts, and even other assassins have been wanting to finish off. the Cenobi Prince once and for all. When Rakan wanted to face forward towards the confrontation with the Imperial Prince above ground, of how his personal bodyguards could have also made the progress as well. But in the end, Rakan had been promising of how it's the impossible. If Naru Shige could have kept everyone together, and how could he ever kept for when he was up to something in that as well. However, this is the Stone Wolf volume in the Silver Diamond manga, because when I think about this, because this has gotten to how has got for the manga like this as well, because I just wanted to come for this as well, because this is all new to me though, because especially if you ever wanted to read a series like Silver Diamond as well, because this is particularly for what I wanted to come by for how this, of whatever you want to notice. Yeah. Yeah, Silver Diamond as well, because this manga is definitely new though, because especially what you see in this one. However, this is one of the original Tokyo Pop volumes on there, because this is now kind of how they were how this goes as well. Yeah. Especially for a series like Silver Diamond as well. Yeah, because I get the feeling for this as well. Excuse me. So, one down. We're down to the last 3 to go in this one as well. Another manga I just read right here, and I have been wanting to reread this volume on there, just to, considering the fact for this as well, because I just wanted to do this because I have been wanting to realize on that as well. And to me though, I have wanted to pick this series I have right here, Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 6. This is the very first time I wanted to reread this one. And however, this manga basically focused on of how a gang of demons called the Four Beasts wanted infecting humanity on a swarm of these nasty supernatural brain bugs, of how they wanted to control them, fight their way straight through those four beasts. If Yusuke Urameshi and his delinquent Kuwabara have been decided ended to the underworld, well, to find a little exterminating, when these two human teenagers have been wanted to take down the toughest demonic criminals on a supernatural plane, if this has ever got to this. And not only that, this is leading it to the Dark Tournament arc in the manga, because when I read this, I didn't know this basically to the primarily arc of how this leads you into the Dark Tournament arc as well. I mean, look at that. Especially when the encounter of, you know, when Yusuke Urameshi has wanted to take out the battle on the one of those what was it, younger Toguro in the Dark Tournament arc in this volume as well. And I have basically got introduced to the Dark Tournament arc. I mean, this is all new to me though. Yeah, because this leads you to the Dark Tournament one as well. And I thought this is new to me, particularly for what I've always wanted to come by for the Dark Tournament as well. Yeah. Yeah, because I just thought this is all new to me as well, because to me, though, the Dark Tournament saga and how this goes on in the arc of the manga, like Yu Yu Hakusho, because I have a feeling, though, particularly, because I thought, because this arc is introduced to me, though, and I thought this is all new for me, though, accordingly, as for what I wanted to come by for that as well. Yeah. You know, it's just basically of how new to me, though, because this makes this series very popular in this volume. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by for this on there as well, because excuse me. So I just wanted to know for this as well, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. And yeah, this happens of how it started the Dark Tournament arc, which this also after the events of Volume 5 on there. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, because I just wanted to realize for that as well. Especially for this, accordingly. Yeah. Yeah, it's this one. Because I just wanted to do this from how I wanted it. I come by on that accordingly. And this is all new to me, though. Because this is particularly of how this makes it very good with the Dark Tournament arc in the manga, because yeah, this is where Yusuke Urameshi wanted to take out on one of the younger Toguro in that scene. Yeah, in this manga, like if you can notice about this. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by on that one accordingly. You know, this is all new for me of how I wanted to do this. Well, considering... Well, yeah. And this progresses into the Dark Tournament in that one, in case if you don't notice. In case you wonder on that as well. We have a whole slew of characters in this one as well, because especially just considering of how this leads you to the Dark Tournament in that one. Yeah, this is all new to me, though. Yeah, because, you know, it's just basically for what you notice in the manga like this as well. Overall, this is a great volume. You know, this introduced me to the Dark Tournament arc as well. Another manga I just recently read, and this is the very first time I wanted to read this one. And I've heard stories about this manga because I just wanted to come by for that. Excuse me. That I have been... And this is the one, in my opinion, I think I just started reading this particular series, and this is the one that was published under Kodansha Comics, Kotaro Makaritoru L. Now, if you're a bit, you might be ever been very familiar with that series. because it's from the same creator, Hiruta Tatsuya. Because despite that, this is basically part of a follow-up to his other previous works, like Kotaro Makoritoru, which is the original volume that has been around in the 80s, since between 1984 to 1994, which is a 59-volume manga as well, because now I know this manga series never had an anime adaptation. Well, that's just particularly of how it is. Despite that, Kotaro Makoritoru L was serialized in Weekly Shonen magazine until it's also serialized in the magazine special. Well, but then again, just considering most mangas have been serialized in like these that have been collected under Kodansha as well. And yes, this is your typical shonen manga that was published by Kodansha in Japan. Yeah, this was the third series. And when I first read this, I didn't know that this is actually a third series after the sequel to the predecessor called Shin Kotaro Makoritoru Judo Hen. Yeah, because I didn't know about that until now, because you've ever been familiar with this series, because now I've heard about the original Kotaro Makoritoru manga which is the original manga that had over 59 volumes, but I thought this is all new to me, because I've always wanted to check out a manga series like Kotaro Makoritoru L, or in Japan it's translated Kotaro Makoritoru Eru. Yeah, especially, yeah, because it's the third. That's the third series. However, from what I heard as well, because this is done by a manga artist named Tatsuya Hiruta. If you've ever been familiar with that manga artist as well, because this series has been incomplete due to the manga author's poor health problem, so Kodansha has collected all the 8 tankobon volumes. Yeah, because it's such a shame this series has been incomplete due to the manga artist Tatsuya Hiruta's health. Yeah, because however they only gave us like 8 volumes though. Otherwise the manga series would have been canceled though. But it's just what it is as well, because and also a quick word for this. If you ever loved reading manga like this, you'll probably want to know this series, though. Lots of fun. Yeah, because if you want to read a manga series that once you want to ever been a manga reader, give Kotaro Makoritoru series a good, proper way. Because this is particularly how I wanted to come by on reading mangas that never get an anime adaptation. Well, it doesn't need to, though, but it's just how they presented it in like these tankobon volumes, because most of them have been serialized from the works of Weekly Shonen magazine to magazine special, which is in conjunction with Kodansha comics in Japan. Because this is all new for me, because I am introduced to the whole Kodansha comics, that's why, because that's how it got to my curiosity. And finally, at last, have right here, I've always wanted to read for the very first time, and this is by far one of my favorite samurai manga series, and this has have a special place in my heart for a manga I wanted to read like this. Blade of the Immortal. Now, you might want to know about this as well, because if y'all don't know about Blade of the Immortal, Blade of the Immortal has been created by a manga artist named Hiroaki Samura. Hiroaki Samura is a manga artist as well, because I just wanted to come by for this, for how it's got to me is this. And if you all don't know about the story in Blade of the Immortal, Manji was a skilled samurai in feudal Japan. He is immortal, how it condemned to a life of combat when he spills the blood of 1,000 evil men, along with the eternal life of how it wanted to make for an eternal living when Manji works as a bodyguard for Rin, wanted to seek personally avenge the death of her father at the hands of one of Japan's deadliest swordsmen, Anotsu Kagehisa. But even though with Manji's instruction of how his own burning thirst for the retribution, if just considered how Rin would have ever stand against by a powerful ruthless adversary in her quest to kill Anotsu, of how she become the risk of becoming more like Manji in its own personal ways, though. Although, overall, Blade of the Immortal, what do I think of this manga? Like, Blade of the Immortal, I really loved it, because I'm considering this is going to be my all-time favorite samurai manga, right next to Vagabond. This has its leaps and bounds. However, Blade of the Immortal had some adaptations on here. I mean, you had the anime adaptation TV series, and you also got the live-action Blade of the Immortal movie, which is released by Warner Brothers Japan, which I thought the live-action movie has a good casting with the Japanese cast down there as well. But I don't think I have ever seen the Blade of the Immortal anime, but I thought the manga's new for me. Well, the anime you have to be in the mood for, but this you can throw in any time with the manga, because I considered the manga to be my all-time favorite samurai manga, because what do I think of Blade of the Immortal? I really loved it, because I love me some Blade of the Immortal. So I could put it on the par with one of other samurai mangas like Vagabond, Samurai Executioner, and Lone Wolf and Cub. Because, like most samurai manga, Blade of the Immortal is one of them, because to me, Blade of the Immortal is one of my all-time new favorite manga series, because this is published by Dark Horse Manga as well, because, however, this is volume 4 on here. Pretty soon I will pick up 1, 2, 3. I'll pick up the last 8 remaining volumes of them. Okay, it was either that or get the hardcover edition of Blade of the Immortal manga, because I bet Dark Horse has did it as well, because in those hardcovers, just like how Dark Horse manga did with Berserk in its ways, though, Blade of the Immortal takes the cake as well, because what do I think of Blade of the Immortal? Well, truth thing is, Blade of the Immortal has been one of my all-time favorite manga series, though, because this has also given me the whole reading perspective of how I wanted to come by on reading samurai manga series like this as well, because if you have never read Blade of the Immortal, I highly recommend you to check out Blade of the Immortal, because this has been under my manga recommendations if I like Vagabond or Lone Wolf and Cub or any samurai manga I have ever read or since. So give Blade of the Immortal a read, because this is the best of the manga I have ever read by far, because this is the best of the manga series so far, because this is how I wanted to come by on how I'm going to read some samurai manga, because if you want to look for a manga that has something that is good, like if you want to read something on here, so I suggest to highly recommend you is Blade of the Immortal. If you like other titles like Vagabond, Samurai Executioner, or Lone Wolf and Cub as well. I love Blade of the Immortal because this is my all-time favorite manga series now. So that's going to be it for my manga reading log for the month of October of this year for today. Thank you for watching. Click on the subscribe button, especially if you subscribe to my channel. By clicking on the subscribe button, especially if you're new to my channel, because I've been literally getting into the Blu-ray from World Cinema, like Ralph Bakshi films from the 70s and 80s, and also Italian cinema from Bruno Bazzetto, Ruggero Deodato, and Dario Argento, because Dario Argento is an Italian director. And also I'm also getting into like classics on there, and I'm also getting into Keanu Reeves movies on there, and John Wick as well. And I'm also getting into like other cool stuff as well, because I have a leaps and bounds of different types of hobbies collecting in the whole variety of it as well. Smack the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates, just to keep you notified. Smack the like button if you enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me ask me if you know. Just let me know if you like by leaving it in the comments section below. Be sure to check out my Anime Planet Art Analyst at your leisure at this point, because I've been getting into Letterboxd as well. And keep it otaku for this manga reading log, because it's been a long time since I haven't done a manga reading log in the past month. That's why. And that's how I've been literally getting into Blu-ray now. That's why. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy, and have a great day. This is Rurouni K95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos that I got on plan for what's in store. Take care. Ta-ta for now for today's manga reading log. So, have a great day.